Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals of the ESL One New York 2017 North American closed qualifiers. These teams have been battling it out over the last 2 days, including today, for this one spot that's up for grabs in the North American slot at ESL One New York 2017. And it's come down to these two teams, Cloud9 and Rise Nation, who just upset CLG in huge fashion. Almost a 16-0 on the final map, ended up being 16-3 at the very end of it. They now go on to face this new Cloud9 roster, with a stand-in, of course. Swag jumping in for Automatic this weekend, but we are live into the match, ladies and gentlemen. Do apologize for that delay as the players were trying to get a server that would work for both of them. But into the pistol round we go, and Dazzle is off to a hot start. A quick double kill from him as he moves in to get that drop control. And now only two remain standing here. Tarek, one of the new members, trying to show up, but he can only get that one kill. So it's left to Stu in a 1v3. The first kill's easy. That player's low. It's the next two that are going to be a little bit more difficult as he tries to push up to the site. He knows that VSA is somewhere on that statue position somewhere, but Moose is the one that he's yet to find. Good guess, but unfortunately VSA will take him down. And with that, Rise Nation are going to take control of the pistol.
Yeah, Cloud9 had the triple setup at drop, but Rise Nation with the fast play, and Dazzle gets the 2 entries.
And so, with that, Rise, I think... Yeah, no, that is correct, considering their matches today. So far today, Rise have yet to lose a single initial pistol round against either CLG or Cloud9. So I think they have dropped some of the second half pistols, but for the first initial pistol on the map, they won every single one on the 4 maps they played so far today. They won all 3 on the previous set, and they won this one too. So good stuff on pistols from Rise as they continue to show dominance early on. However, earlier on in this second round, though, Cloud9 are going to instantly bounce back with 2 of their own kills. Rush and Tarek taking down Moose and Dazzle. That's 2 of the big impact players for Rise down right at the start of the round. Certainly not something they want to be dealing with. Junji trades out onto 1 kill, but they've got to be careful because there's a potential flank already working against Cloud9. Swag sneaking up on the backside. 2 taps Ace, taking him out of the picture. And oh, very quickly headshots Junji out too, leaving just VSA to try and clutch out a 1v3 from within side of the A bomb site. More players from Cloud9 pushing up against him. Sits down below just the default plant spot. He's going to try to pop flash out into the corner here to buy him a little bit more time. Dink, though, now down to 25 HP. He wants at least 1 kill here. He's going to get it, but now he's low. Has to go for the reload. He's actually going to be allowed to do it, but he doesn't realize that. So, just still panicking a little bit there as he brings another player down very low, but can't stand up against Stewie. So Cloud9 will pull off the upset round. They'll eco out against Rise, and with that, now we're going to be tied at 1-1.
Yeah, I think Rise got a little too aggressive at the drop there. They lost 2 guys early, making it a 5v3, and VSA just couldn't handle the 1v3.
He got close. If he
committed, got the one guy.
And if he committed to that second player, he might have been able to kill him too. It was really Stewie was the one that threw it off there, as he almost took down that second player that was further back on the platform. So close, but no cigar, unfortunately, for that last man alive on Rise, as they are going to be tied up at 1-1 now.
Rise buys back. Bruce with an AK.
And they're going to try to play it into this round rather aggressively. The AK on Moose. But Jonji, besides that, is going to be the only one with a real gun, as he's going to be working with an ump. The other 3 just on upgraded pistols. And it's a very quick push out over here onto the platform. Tarek, despite being flashed, gets that first kill. Stewie picking up 1-2. Tarek now with double, as does Stewie. VSA is the last man alive. He's going to try to pull off the impossible here. He gets 2 quick kills. Unfortunately, can't stay alive for longer than that. Rush will take him down. And it's going to be Cloud9 that takes early control of this series.
Yeah, it looked like Rise was trying to go for a B pop, but C9 is just too superior at B there. I think Stewie and Tarek are playing together at B, so that's pretty interesting.
And they're going to be the combo to watch out for on beat. As Rise, we already saw back in the last series, they were big fans of pushing over into the B-bomb site. Rise, well, they're going to be full saving onto this round, as they're going to be looking into the future here and into their next eco round, or into their next gun round, I should say. And it's just going to be P250s, a couple of Glocks for these guys, and already Cloud9 making quick work of Dazzle, who wanted to try and drop it and go for fast control of drop itself. However, failed at it, got taken down by a good setup from Cloud9. Now the remaining 4 players, they're going to try to burst out over here onto the A site. Swag actually going to get put into a peculiar position here after missing his initial spray, and Skadoodle trying to control that situation too, but he only gets 1 kill. This could be a little bit dangerous here. Stewie into the site though, not going to be able to pick up that initial kill, but he does put down Junji before he can do anything with that AK that he just picked up. Stewie follows it up with 1 against VSA, and then Rush, as you saw there, from Heaven, able to get the last kill, securing the 3rd round.
Yeah, it kind of looks scary there for C9. Then Rise almost got the plant there, but Stewie snuck in APC and Rush backed them up, and they stopped the plant.
And now this takes us into that first gun round for Rise. Cloud9 aren't going to have to deal with the disadvantage of working with their anti-eco guns too much, simply because of the force. It made the nature of their buys a little bit weird, and they were able to get up to rifles pretty quickly. Stewie2K is the only one that's actually going to have an SMG here in this first gun round. He's still going to be down on the MP9. But for the Rise roster, they get all 5 AKs. Pretty basic utility setup. They're not going to have mollies or HEs. They do have smokes and flashbangs, though, so they can make an effort to go for a hit. Right now, just playing into your standard T-sided default, though. They're trying to do anything crazy. Swag does test his luck and pushing out there. Tosses the nade. He's going to be caught changing out weapons, and with that, he goes down first off. That's early A long control going over to the Rise Nation side of things, but Skadoodle, quick on the draw, quick on the trade, too. Takes John G right out of the picture. And brings it back down to a 4v4, but things are going to change quickly once more as Dazzle going into drop is able to take down Rush, eliminating him. Tarek, he's there for a trade against Dazzle. But now they need to figure out where exactly this bomb is going. Cloud9 are rotating players all over the place. They're going to hard bite on A as they send all 2 of the players they had committed to B over into this site to defend it, but they are going to keep Tarek, I think, floating in between just in the event they read into this improperly, which is actually the case. Cloud9 misread this and now have been out-rotated over to this B site. It's that same issue they had against CLG, though, where there's nothing coming into that A site, so Rise is making it super obvious that they were faking towards A. Now it is going to give Cloud9 time to get players back into the site. They're not going to be in the greatest positions, but they are going to be here, and they'll be ready to fight against the Rise Nation roster before they're able to, really just push in there, get good security going, and there you go. The entire Rise Nation roster falls to pieces. Stewie, Skadoodle picking up those 2 kills. Moose is going to attempt to do the impossible here in a 1v3. He only has 20 seconds to do it, too. Nice lineup against Stewie to get that tap there and headshot him out. Great flash against Skadoodle, too. It is going to buy him the real estate he needs to push up. Unfortunately, wasn't able to hear it. Tarek sneaking up on him. Takes down Moose, prevents that plant, and secures the 4th round.
Yeah, Rise got that early pick on Swag, caught him off guard, but Skadoodle answered back, and in the 3v3, C9 just comes out superior.
And with that gunplay going into their favor here, now they're going to be able to build up their own economy, or attempt to do so at least. It's been a little bit rough so far, as they've been losing quite a few players. But for the Rise Nation side of things, they're back into just a half buy here. Ace, obviously saving for the next gun round so that he can buy the op, but the other 4, not too much needed to be saved. So they are able to buy up into armor, just not a lot of utility coming into the picture for them. Moose is going to be solo pushing towards A long, just trying to probably kill some of the rotators if he can. Whereas the others, for the most part, they're going to try to go down drop, but as you just saw by the kill feed, that didn't go very well. And Moose also suffers a similar fate when he tries to push out through A long there. So quick cleanup from Cloud9, exactly the round they needed right there.
Yeah, solid hold from Rush at the drop. Almost looked like he might have got caught off guard, but kept it under control.
And so now Rise will buy back into this. 4 AKs and the op on Ace. A quick split push for these guys as they are going to just line up for the default here. Won't be rushing their way out into the site in any shape or form. But Moose with this molly might be looking to jump past the smoke and get an early kill. But Tarek, he sees that rifle. He's just waiting for him to push back there. I was curious at first if he actually saw the rifle or not.
You could see like Moose was hesitating. He knew it was a bad play.
Yeah.
But maybe that was just what he was told by his in-game leader.
So he tried to go for it, but fails outright. And Tarek spots him coming from a mile away, taking him down. John G will trade out for 1 kill and drop, but it's short-lived. Rush knocks him out just a couple seconds after that. And Cloud9 still hold good control over most of the map right now. Rise, I believe, with the remaining 3 players, are going to try to split push B. However, they've already attempted this multiple times before, and it hasn't really worked out. They did have the utility this time, too. There isn't really any excuses anymore. They should have been able to... line themselves up properly for a hit, although with that kill on VSA, they might enlighten another chance for them to get back into this round. Stewie and Rush both here on the site, and in a moment, Skadoodle's going to pop to the door too, so they're ready, they're set up. It's going to be an outright 3v3 ball for it, and you can see, good pop flash initially, 1 trade from VSA, picks up another one, but then peeks right into Skadoodle, so we can close out on the round. Almost a team ace that time from Cloud9, but they do, once again, win out the final 1v1, and go up 6-1.
Yeah, these early picks go back and forth for Rise, but it's when it's the 3v3s is when C9 just comes out on top. That was a nice pop flash from Skadoodle.
Yeah, and always winning that final 1v1, it seems, is whatever the 1vx situation seems to be. Most of the time, it's favored for Cloud9. Meanwhile, looking at the Rise camp, well, Ace specifically struggling a little bit here, down 0-7 right now. Has not been able to pick up a kill just yet. It's not a double agent. It has that assist in there. He's not yet picked up a kill in any of these rounds, so still needs to find himself a way to get onto the board here. Rise on this buy-up round. They are able to, at the very least, get the buy going, obviously, again, just with limited utility. And they are going to try to slow push right now outside of A-Long and the mid-connector. They are just kind of hanging out here. They are going to get ready to toss some smokes over to the other side, though, and see if they can make a push, take a little bit of map control. With all the noise they've made, Cloud9 already starting to catch on to this. They have Skdoodle wrapped in here. He's spotted the play. He knows they're pushing up, so he's going to call for the rest of his teammates to rotate back in, but they don't have anyone out. Skdoodle makes a move and stays alive for a lot longer than I had thought he would. He moves in there, gets at least a 1-for-1 trade, slows down the hit as well, which is the crucial part of this one. As Stewie's wrapping back in, Swag and Tarek, along with Rush helping out there too, shut down the rest of the hit. And once again, it's all Cloud9 right now, 7-1.
Yeah, and this is the first time I think we've seen Rise be down 7-1. Usually it's them that are up 7-1, so a lot of pressure on the Rise side.
Obviously different team that they're going up against, but this is the first time today where they've actually started off the series behind too, because usually on the last 3 maps they played against CLG, they had these great runs right at the start where they went up like, well, it was like 7 or 8 rounds a lot of the time before CLG even responded to them, and now Cloud9 is just putting them down right from the start, even though they managed to take control of that pistol. It's been all Cloud9 here, and they haven't even gotten a plant in the last 6 rounds either. They got the plant on that second round, but that's been it. So they've been working with just the basic amount of money that they've been allotted, and that's led to a save that you're now seeing now. Even with the full losing bonus, they don't have enough to buy into this round. It's going to be a split play again from Rise as they move around the map. Very slowly looking for picks here. Cloud9 have already started to shift a couple of their players over here towards the A-bomb site. And Tarek specifically is going to be heading down the ramp to try and play close up to that mid-connector position, assuming that Rise are going to be pushing back out. Stewie has the aggressive position on platform here at B, so he knows for a fact there's nothing even close to this site right now. And also trying to line up that flash or something like that. He's having a little bit of fun over there. However, over here on the A side, Tarek and the others getting ready for the push from Rise into this site. They're starting to move players back, however, which is going to be proved to be a little bit of a mistake. So you have to hope that Tarek and the others can hold on. Tarek will go 1-for-1. You can see this rotates around the way, but most of the defenders have fallen. Swag has been knocked out. Skdoodle is still here, though. With Skdoodle picking up that kill, he does miss that follow-up shot, but as you can see, Rush rushing his way to take the position of now his fallen teammate. Picks up the trade onto Jonji and leaves only Dazzle alive in a 1v2. He'll go down to Stewie. And a long-range shot comes out from him, and Cloud9 pick up their 8th round now.
Yeah, and like you said, Stewie had that plat control, so he knew that it was going to be towards A, and they rotated 3 over at A. So they were ready for the hit, but came down to a 1v2. And Cloud9 even got a team ace there, so everyone's chiming in.
And with that save now, Rise Nation are going to be able to buy into this round again. They've got utility rolling once more. So Molly's, smokes, whatever they need. Moose, he's got that setup again where he would push out on the platform. I don't think he's going to go for it this time, though. They will boost him up on top of the box here, so we can try to play against any opping presence that might come out from Skdoodle. But Skdoodle's been pretty consistently playing over here towards long A. So there's not much to be expected there from that T side unless Cloud9 were to invest into a double op setup, which they haven't gone for just yet, despite the huge money boost they've been getting. And actually, this isn't even that great of a money boost, to be completely honest with you. I looked at Stewie at first and just assumed the rest of the team had close to the amount of money he had, but besides him and kind of Skdoodle, they're actually pretty broke right now because of how close that these rounds have been. Rise has been doing a great job of trading out kills. They just haven't been able to close out a lot of the time, so it's keeping Cloud9's money pretty well under control. Rise just need to win a few rounds here and then get back into this game. While Dazzle unfortunately got trapped early on as he went for that fast control of drop again. Moose failing to entry at Broken Wall again as well. And now Swag just waiting. He doesn't want to fully rotate over here just yet. Jonji does have drop control, though, and he's trapped inside of here. No other teammates with him that would be able to bail him out and boost him back over the other side. And the other 2 are still stuck behind another CT smoke, which was only just now thrown in over here and is also just now expiring, too. Tarek ready to defend it, though, if they do try to push back out of here. So Rise, they're in a rough patch. And more than likely, they're just going to get completely destroyed when they move in, unless one of these players shows up for the big play. Good molly, and it pushes Tarek into the open, but it doesn't matter. Look at this, Tarek still able to push up, get that kill, and the second one as well. Ace, only with 1 kill still, just not able to win that 1v1 there and buy himself a little bit more real estate. He goes down to Tarek, and that'll be the pause from Rise.
Yeah, Rush and Tarek, even in the earlier on BO3, they're just showing up today, so I like to see that.
I mean, Tarek specifically, right, had that crazy game. Was it on Cobblestone that he went like 25 kills? Or was that...
I don't think we've seen Cobble today. It was Inferno and Train.
Well, it was yesterday that we saw. Oh no, that was earlier today. That's right. That Tarek had that crazy game.
Yeah, Rush and Tarek were showing up today, earlier on Inferno and Train.
Yeah, Tarek specifically, I think it was Inferno where he had like 25 or 26 kills at the end of one of the halves. He was just absolutely going off, and I mean, it's actually cool that we get to see these two teams collide now, because there was two players on Inferno specifically that were really good on the A bomb site. It was Tarek back in Cloud9's matchup when they played Complexity, and yesterday it was VSA when they were playing against Energy. Had a really amazing game. VSA's been kind of quiet today. We haven't seen a whole lot from him. He's currently top fragging for Rise. We haven't seen him pull off any of those like amazing 1v3s or anything like that, like he was doing consistently against Energy in their matchup yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rise needs to just do a default, push them back, and then regroup and just hit a site. Maybe like drop split to A. They haven't tried that yet. Just try to put pressure on C9. Don't give them any control of the plat or A control at all. But it seems like when Rise goes one way, they fail, then they'll go the other way. And then if they fail there, then they'll go back the other way. Like, they just go back and forth and lose confidence in that hit.
Well,
whereas I feel like they should just pressure, like if they failed at B, they should just try B again. Or try A again if they fail at A.
Well, there is going to be a buy from Rise this time. I think part of that pause there was contemplating whether they wanted to just half buy here or just go for the force. As 4 to 5 players had enough money, as you can see, to buy AK and armor, but Ace unfortunately had to go down to a Tech 9 so they could have a little bit more utility. It still basically equates to a full buy though, just obviously with some economical consequences that they had to pay for because they were just a little bit too low on Ace specifically. But slow play to start, spreading their players out. Moose is going to lurk and look for that entry kill again. Oh, alright. And that was an op shot, too. I thought that was the spray from the AK first that got him, but Stewie just finds him and knocks him out. So goodbye to Moose. And that's another early deficit that Rise are going to have to deal with. That AK is not recoverable either, so it's not like Ace can go and grab the AK and then they can be fully armed. That gun is gone. There's no getting that back unless they try to go for a B push. And Rise is still trying to figure that out, too. It looks like they are going to move in and let Dazzle try to take control over drop here. Cloud9 pretty much just backed out of it, though. Rush, along with Tarek sitting on the outside, waiting for a push to work its way over in this direction. The smokes and whatnot that have been deployed by Rise aren't really doing a great job of faking out Cloud9 either. They're not really rotating any extra players in this direction. Rush falls, however, in the opening duel, so now it's up to Swag to turn this back on his heels. Gets the one, but oh, gets caught switching weapons. They weren't aware that there was 2 players in drop. Thankfully, Skadoodle quickly changes that back up for his teammate, but Skadoodle also falls inside of the alleyway there, and it brings it down to a 2v2, as Rise is going to be able to get the plant. But both of the Rise players heavily injured. They're going to have some great positioning to be able to pull off this 2v2 successfully for this T side and finally get a second round up on the board in the first gun round for these guys. Stewie and Tarek trying to push back in. Tarek has already found VSA though, so it's on Junji, who's trying to flank, but the problem is he has to shift walk so he isn't found. He may be able to walk in here and get Tarek at the very least. Now he needs to pull off the 1v1 against Stewie, and Stewie's just sticking the defuse right now. Junji's going to run out, see if he can kill him in time, but no, not going to happen. Stewie just gets the free defuse from the backside, and Junji will have to run away.
Yeah, Stewie and Tarek were on the flank there. Junji heard them both. I think he screwed up in the 1v2. In the 1v2, what he should have done is just walked up behind them, stayed behind them, and just picked Tarek off and then picked Stewie off. But instead, he shot Tarek right away, and Stewie just stuck the defuse.
And with a play like that, well, Cloud9 are going to continue to shoot ahead here. It's kind of looking like our last map, just in the reverse order this time. It's Rise are the ones that can't really seem to get anything going besides that one pistol round, and Cloud9 shutting these rounds down so quickly as soon as Rise tries to push. Well, they are able to trade for the most part. Cloud9 always closing out in the clutch scenarios or some big mistake being made from Rise that throws the round away from them, and it happens every single time. So first plant as well in that last round since round 2. Was the last time they got a plant prior to that one, so they do get a little bit of extra cash, and because of that they're going to buy into it again along with the max losing bonus. They'll look to want to repeat at least that part of it so they can keep these buys going.
I like that they're pushing back A now though, so like they're pushing back A, putting some pressure on. I just wish they would split drop and push back A at the same time.
Yeah, right now they have the push in A to send Skadoodle back over to the site. The double op setup, of course, is now in the picture too, as we failed to mention that for anyone that hadn't noticed it.
And Stewie has plat control, so they're going to rotate 3 over, and this should be a solid hold by C9.
Yeah, I think Rush is just sticking in drop just to make sure nobody tries to late push in there, so they're confident with having just 3 on the site for the time being. Skadoodle spots the push from Moose here. He is going to sit behind the pillar, and he's trying to stay alive. Tarek takes him down, though. That's what he wanted to do, but Skadoodle, I think, took way more damage than he was planning, and now is right in the open with only 6 HP. Tries to take another shot. He's going to miss, though, and now, and moving, he'll be taken down by Jonji Monster. Swag trades out the kill into Jonji, though, and now Tarek working on a flank. Ace picking up one more kill, but then he goes down down a second later. All that's left alive now is the bomb carrier. He's got alley control. That's it, though. It's all that player has to work off of. But the timing of his push, it's perfect. Moves in, catches Tarek just as he popped a flash off, so was able to take him down before he recovered his gun. And now he's brought this into a 1v2, but time is an enemy for him. Only 10 seconds remaining to be able to go up to the site and plant this or get those last 2 kills. And as he crosses, didn't realize that Stu was up at heaven with the second op. So that'll take him down, knock out VSA, and secure an 11th round for C9. And it's an 11-round streak, too.
And Tarek, sitting on 16 kills, he got that early pick on mid-ramp, and it seemed like they forgot about him. Dazzle fell back from B to A, and he got another kill there, and then he flanked them, too, and they weren't ready for it.
And so, again, Rise will find themselves broken since they don't get a plant. They are just going to have to half-buy here. Tech9, CZs, and the second Tech9, of course, coming out from VSA. But very little utility besides it. They got a couple mollies on it. They're going to try to quick push through long A. They're going to hear this coming, though, and they've already got 3 on the site. I think they just fully committed 3 to the site this time. Skedoodle put into an awkward situation, though, and flashed out, so he can't get anything done. It's Swag to catch the first trade, but he's stuck at the default plant spot. He's got to jump back down to give him a little bit more room to maneuver, and there we go. Now comes the shutdown from Cloud9 after that one trade. That's really all Rise could get going for themselves. Swag does get taken down because he overpeaks the situation a little bit, but for VSA, same as the last one in the last round, too. Just stuck in the alleyway. He did get off free, but caught by Tarek as he pushes out from A long and closes out again for Cloud9. 12 rounds now in their favor.
I'd like to see what Rise comes up with here. I still feel like they should do that A split, but they need to put pressure everywhere. They're not putting pressure everywhere. They're just putting pressure on certain sides of the map, and C9's aggressive on the other side, getting a lot of info.
Well, 4 AKs and an op for Rise as they do once again get the buy. But Tarek will sit back behind the broken wall. And again, we'll be ready to take on any challenge that's sent his way. He's leading the team once again here for Cloud9. It's 17-7 right now, plus 10 KD. And Stewie, 2K, and Rush sit just 3 frags behind each with 14. In fact, Stewie's going to take the initiative here now and just push past Tarek up on the top of those steps and take his position as Rise are still set up in their default. We can see they got the 2 players outside of the courtyard, including the bomb carrier, with 3 more in the B halls. Ready to challenge Cloud9 here in a few moments. And actually, I think it's going to be a drop split. These were working really well against CLG when they used them before. However, now I'm not entirely sure how well it's going to work against Cloud9. The first kill works out alright, but Skedoodle pushes in, finds the one player, sees the bomb out in the open here. Swag also getting more trades onto the players that did try to go for the drop split. He's going to pop flash over the top, but they very much overestimate the number of players that were actually pushing in from mid here now, as it's just going to be left down to Dazzle, stuck in mid. He'll be able to retrieve the bomb. However, besides that, there's really nothing that he's going to be able to do. A 1v4 is set against him. I'm honestly not even sure if he's going to attempt this. He might just grab that op that was sitting back there and try to run and save, but we'll see. He was the highlight player for them in the last series, but right now he's kind of struggling. It's mainly VSA and Junji who, again, Rise are kind of all over the place with their players. Junji was actually doing pretty poorly in the CLG set, but now he's top fragging for the team. So it's just interesting at all, looking at the scoreboards and how they've changed over the course of the day. Dazzle, though, looks like he is going to attempt to make some type of play here. But with only 15 seconds left, there's not a whole lot that he can do. Pushes in, drops the offer at least, makes it expensive for Cloud9. But we're going into the 15th round anyways. This really doesn't matter. He's going to try to push up here, get a plant, give his team a little bit of extra money going into that next round. Does he have enough time to plant? He's got to put it on the ground immediately. I think he got it. So he should be able to push this into the plant at the very least. And now, attempt the 1v2. But he's going to get pinched on very quickly. Didn't even realize that Stu was running up behind him. So a quick closeout. And the clutch sticker comes out there too. Cloud9 pushing up to 13. 3 more, and they've got the map already.
Rise got the entry at drop, and they almost got the A split. I just feel like it's too disjointed. The spacing is not there, and they're just not getting the trades. I feel like they should have had at least 2 more people with Jonji jumping out that window.
Well, again, they do get the plant. So it brings them back into this with another full buy for the 15th round. But Cloud9 have that double off set up, and obviously everything else being bought out for them. Swag is going to try to push up and spam through the door. Ooh, he's getting spammed himself, trying not to make too much noise, but at 13 HP, he needs to prioritize his life in that situation. He just barely makes it out alive. There's only 1 player spamming over here, though the rest of Rise is very much put together over here towards the B platform approach, and 1 at drop as they do get ready to swing out over here onto the B bomb site and challenge specifically Stewie and Tarek. Tarek makes the jump up there. Does some damage to Jonesy, but gets liked by the op. Stewie, though, this is where the bait comes in beautifully. They have to smoke back over there to get rid of the Molotov, and it's just lambs to the slaughter against Stewie. Moose and Ace both going down to him. Tarek now changing position to the steps. Is going to steal one away as he takes down Jonesy. Tries to jump up to get that quick kill against VSA, but VSA maintains himself, keeps himself alive for right now. And it's not just him either. It's also Dazzle and Drop that has a little bit of a position to work off of, but he just got smoked out. He's going to look for other options, and now Stewie's taking down VSA. Dazzle's alone. They know where he's at. He's going to deny Swag at the very least. This time has a lot of time to try and clutch this out. Skadoodle, very smart though. He's crept up right into the face of his opponent, but Dazzle is ready for that. Takes down Skadoodle, and now it's a 1v1. Stewie taking on Dazzle. He's ready close up. He does have the op as his primary weapon, but so does Dazzle. And Stewie knows he's eventually going to have to push back in here. So he sits back, the AK gets traded out, Dazzle goes back to that, Stewie peeks him, but no, Dazzle wins it out, so we will see a second round go up on the board for Rise at the end of the half. It's still a small consolation prize, though, as 2-13 is going to be very tough to recover from.
Rush? Yeah, he disconnected, yeah.
I think he was dead already, though, right? When he
I think he was dead. I left, yeah.
He might have just, like, restarted client or something real quick. That was too big of a deal. He's back now, though. As Cloud9 are in pretty decent control. And, I mean, 2-13 is a scoreline where, essentially, if Cloud9 win the pistol and don't get eco second round, the series is over. Because they can just push up right up to 16 rounds. And Rise is going to have to force every single round to try and stop that with a fledgling economy. So we'll see. This is it. Rise have been good on pistols. They've won every single initial pistol so far in the map. The second pistol's been kind of hit or miss. But we'll see if they can bring that first pistol power back to the table here. And at the very least, give them a ticket to try and get back into this match.
Tarek and the raid boss. The new Tech 9, though.
That's true. Not going to be as proficient now. They're going to try to push back up. VSA was spotted back over there in mid. Not entirely sure how much of the play VSA was going to be able to spot, but they'll take the duel anyway. And now wrapping around, Ace was waiting. Rush taking about a third of his HP off there. Now down to about half of it, as they're going to try to pinch down to these players in suicide. Jonesy's ready for it, but Tarek spamming on that Tech 9 there. Is able to take out Jonesy. Skadoodle finding another pickup too, and Dazzle, he got lit up. He's down at 5 HP. Tarek will knock him out. It's just Moose left alive now for Rise, and he was trying to flank. Whoa. All right. My map is really high for some reason. And, well, Moose is going to try to flank around here now, but ultimately he's got a 1v4 set against him. He only has his default pistol. This would be incredible if he could pull it off. More than likely, he's going to get shut down at some point here, and that would secure the 14th round for Cloud9. Sneak himself up through A-long, try to push over to the site. Spots one player on top of the APC, but yep, shut down by Stewie. And that's Cloud9, pushing up to 14.
And Rise has no other option, really. They gotta go for the force unless they want to go for the tie. And let's just see what they can do. Maybe like a boost drop. Or aggressive A-hulls.
Starting off the push here. Rise are going to try to get a little bit more aggressive with Moose. Pushing himself up onto the platform early on to try and deny control to C9. C9's not going to mind that too much. They have no problem at all, I'd imagine, taking this round nice and slowly. Just to make sure that they're going to be playing this properly and not making any stupid mistakes that would cost them the round. We already saw that happen against Rise's favor back in the last half. And to see it again for Cloud9 would be very unfortunate for them, as they're looking for a quick, clean closeout to this map. Potentially this series, too. Cloud9 getting ready. They're going to start to move in for a little bit of drop control. Jonji's waiting for them, sitting in the corner here. He's got a tiny little crevice to try and sneak through in the smoke, too. Saw one player jumping down, but apparently not giving that intel out to, and he's not too proficient on moving up either. Just lets two of his teammates die. Finally, Moose will trade it back out. Now he's stuck. He gets a second one before going down, though. Jonji recovers the Galil off of his fallen opponent. And over to the Deagle for a quick second shot, too. It's all on Rush now in the 1v2, and he's already got the one. Looking for the second, out of ammo, but I don't think Jonji realized it, as he lets him fully reload. Just barely closes out on it, though, with 26 HP remaining. Rise also upset in their second round. They're going to have a chance now to try and get back into this game, but I imagine Cloud9 might just force into this one too. They could also save, because obviously they have that huge round cushion to play off of.
Yeah, that was a cheeky spot for Moose. I was watching Tarek on the plat, and you couldn't even see him where he was crouched behind that flower pot. So, good spot by Moose.
And Cloud9 do indeed decide to force into it. They're able to get pretty much just upgraded pistols and armor for themselves here, but they're confident in their ability to win it out here. As a dominant stance being taken so far, and just a lot of these straight up fights that they've been taking, they've been winning pretty handily. However, Moose starts it off this time back on the platform as he pushes aggressively up there. He's able to catch Rush. That's only one lurker that was playing to the other site though. It's Dazzle here. It's going to try to stop the majority of these players from pushing in as Swag gets the double. Takes out both Jonji along with one additional player, and with Tarek finding Dazzle in mid, all of a sudden it's a 4v2. Rise has zero control over the A bomb site right now. In all honesty, this may be a save call. It looks like they may try to go for it, considering the scoreline, obviously, but there's really nothing that they can do. There's smoke over heaven, so there's probably one player lurking in there, but they have no clue where that player's positioned at. Go away now, but as soon as it does, Swag gets a third and a fourth kill with the Deagle. Oh my goodness, Swag.
Yeah, those shots by Swag, they even had the quick rotate, but it doesn't matter. Swag just puts them to sleep.
So 15-3 here now. Not the best fight being put up by Rise. They're obviously going to force into this one just to see if they can try and prolong this match by any duration. They need to run 12 rounds straight in order just to take this to OT, not even to win the match outright. So definitely the odds being stacked against them. And Cloud9 with the big split of players, they're just going to be sitting back and again playing it nice and slow. Look for any abusable advantage they can get against Rise earlier on in the round here. Again, no huge pushes yet.
Moose is back in that spot again.
Problem is he's not probably going to see much action with it. There's probably going to be another A split coming over here towards that site. And VSA, he can hear the footsteps. He knows there's something broiling over in long A. Dazzle's going to start to get prepped for it too. VSA instantly goes down to Stewie. And now Dazzle trying to get prepared for the push. Skadoodle is going to be getting ready to roll out against him here in a moment. Swag also grouped up with him too on the right side that you can see there. Further back on the side, they do have Jonji playing with a 5-7 from right next to the APC, I think. But other than that, they still have a full 2 players committed over towards the B bomb site, so that's going to need to be long rotates, and with these types of guns, it's very unforgiving. Players on the actual site need to pick up some kills. There's one from Dazzle, but he goes down after that to Rush. Now as more start to push their way back out, it's all on Jonji on this site. Ace is going to rotate back in, but as you saw, he just got smoked back off. So he's not going to be allowed to see a whole lot there. Rush pushing forward, catches Ace outside of the smoke, doesn't completely kill him, trying to take it slowly. Jonji getting one on his own. It's all on Moose here now. He gets one kill picked up, but caught reloading. Tarek takes him down. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A swift map number 1 goes over to Cloud9. They take control here, and they're going to go up 1-0 in the series.
I believe that was Rise's pick, right?
I think it was. Yeah, let's double check it. Load the page real quickly.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
It was Rise's pick.
So the next map, guys, is going to be Mirage. That's Cloud9's map pick. So do stick with us, and we'll be bringing it back to you in just a few minutes to see if Cloud9 will get a swift 2-0, or if Rise can bounce back and try to push forward to that upset.